Hey, what's up? It's Tyler again. Got the Glock 19. Pretty much what I've got here. I got the Dremel out. Just a little cheap Walmart carries them, part store carries them. Just a cheap Dremel. I've got it's a smaller sanding disc. It actually comes with a bigger one, like this. But for what I'm doing, the smaller one's going to fit a little better to start out with. I'm actually going inside here with it, and I'm going to start taking a little bit of material out of there, a little at a time. You don't want to take too much, just kind of fit it to your hand. More than likely, if you're doing these kind of modifications to your pistol, it's probably going to be yours. This is going to be my EDC when I'm done, so I'm going to make this one fit my hand as best as I can. That undercut is pretty much so you can get higher up on the board, give you a little more control. It's actually a little more comfortable for me because my knuckle hits right in there. So I'm going to start taking a little bit of material out of that. And on the bottom, for the double undercut, it's pretty much for your support hand. It's going to be where your pointer finger is resting. I've went ahead and, I don't know if you can see it, there's two lines there that I've made in pencil where my finger rests. And that's where I'm going to go with that Dremel, right in between those two lines. I'm going to start taking material out right there too. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You just want to do a little bit at a time. That way you don't take too much off. Just work at it a little bit, take it and get a good feel. That way you know right about where you need it to fit you. It's pretty much the goal is you want it to fit your hand as good as possible. And once we're done, I don't know if you can see them all that great. There's little squares, that stock texturing. I'm going to barely, just barely, start taking off the top of that with this Dremel. Just a little bit, enough to just slick that down smooth. You don't want to go in too deep. It's not real thin, but you don't want to take too much material off right there. For one, you want it to be structurally stable. For two, when you go to stippling, you don't want to risk punching through that. So try not to take too much material off when you go to take your stock texturing off. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start at this. When I get a little further into it, I'll make another video, show you where we're at.